Hi, we are going to be talking today about anti-aging and taping your face. Yes, you heard me correctly. Taping your face. Let me tell you, ladies, your skin, and gentlemen too, your skin will sag at night. You see all these frown lines. You can actually smooth them out. I will let you know where I started, how I use it. Hopefully I can cram everything into one video so that you can understand. I started out a few weeks ago taping my face with scar tape. I'm going to be showing you how to use it, and then I'm going to go into the other material that I found that I only use during the day because it could potentially, I have never really had skin problems, but it could potentially um, clog your pores, is what I'm assuming, only because of the material. So I'm going to be going, oh, this is closed. All right, you're not going to be able to show this to you, but I will show it to you like this, only because these are templates that I made from the tape. Listen, this, I got it from Amazon. It is the best price. If you go today, I think it's between $7.99 and $9.99. I did actually get this. I did get the medical grade. I also did get the supersized one that's 240 inches. And there's two of them in here. Okay, so I'm going to show you that this is how I started. I started out by doing my lips, okay, my under chin, because I find that sometimes they're doing this or whatever the fuck you're doing, okay? Whatever you're doing, sometimes we just are stretching our skin and we don't even notice it. I also have this, which is a template, and I also have this, which I'm going to be showing. As you can see, this is residue from the tape because it is sticky, but I'm going to be removing everything, putting it on my face, cleaning up my board because I cleaned the board with some alcohol. I got this. Do you know what this is? This is actually a cake scraper. I got it. I believe it's 12 inches big. I said, you know what? I need something to keep my tape on. So I actually take this and actually put it in a bag, in a plastic bag, and I put it away so that it can be dust free. I do, however, clean it. As you can see, these are the other ones that I was talking about. So we'll get into those. These are the silicone ones. I don't really think that these are breathable. I gotta be honest. I do use them, but I use these a hell of a lot more than I use the other ones, just because I feel like they have a potential to clog my pores. So it doesn't happen to me, but it could happen to somebody. But this is how the template looks, and this is the way the tape looks. So I'm going to peel off everything, show you the templates, and then move on to the other side, to the other material. This, as you can see, is a tape. This particular tape, you can use it 5 times. It basically says that if you are reusing it, you can wash it very briefly underwater. I clean my face very well at night. I gotta be honest, I don't feel like I need to clean it all the time. It's not like I'm doing exercise or cooking in it or anything like that. So this is what I do. So you just tape it on. Sometimes when I'm in a mood, I will cut a little triangle and put it right here. I will show you something else that I got to put here, maybe during the daytime. I'm not really sure. But then this is the way that I tape my lips. Because I notice that around my chin area, you see all these little fine lines. Listen, I examine my face every day. Do not neglect your face. Okay, it's the first thing that people see when they meet you. When somebody sees you, you should always be ready. So this is how I do it. Okay, I'm not editing this because I think that all of you need to see everything. Okay, so what I do is I go right under my lip area. Right? My lips were a lot bigger, I promise. The only thing with this is that once you put it on, it will itch. It will not feel good. So I usually put this on 2 minutes before I know I'm going to fall asleep. Okay. As you can see, there's a little bubbling going on, so I might have to go in and fix it. You know what? Let me try to fix it right now. It's probably because I'm talking, you know. So I'm going to not talk and put on both of them so you can see how they look. Because when you do start talking, they do start moving. This I think might be a little bigger. I think I gotta cut them down just a little bit, but listen, you still get the idea. And I gotta tell you the truth. This is how I sleep every night. I do move it up a little bit because I don't want it to be on my lips, but you get the idea. I mean, this last one or the last two, I cut a little too big. But as you can see, I do have a template. I just got to make this template a little smaller so that when I do my tape, I can have the correct size. And I noticed that they were getting a little bit bigger. I don't want to put them on my lips. I don't want my lips to get squashed up. But you see, this is how it looks. And like I said, you really got to try to go above that area. You know, because you want to really get everything in there. And so this is how I go to sleep at night. I put on my bonnet, you know, that ugly bonnet that we all wear before bed. So I've already showed you the templates. You measure out your head. You cut it in slants so that it can be right there on the edge on both sides. You cut this out. Measure it according to your chin. When you're going to clean your board, I suggest you use alcohol. And this is what I do. Sorry about that. So then this is still got a little residue on it. Of course, I would do it in the sink, but I got you guys on the. So you know, you managed to take away all the residue. Okay, let it get slightly dry, and you know, this is the gunk that's on it, wherever that is, whether it's dust or I don't know. I gotta be honest. I forgot to tape my face the last couple of nights. So, and these were, you know, I had to replace the lip ones because the other ones have been around for, like I said, you can use them for 5 days. So I'm going to be taking this off. Bear with me. It's starting to itch. That's one of the. All right. I don't even know. I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know. I know I shouldn't be contaminating, but you know what? My hands are clean. Just took a shower. I don't do that very often. So we're gonna take this off. right? I do this in the morning. Take them off, pat my skin a little bit, throw on some moisturizer immediately. Keep in mind, you do not wash your face with any stuff every morning. You save your oils and then you wash your face and remove everything during the daytime. So you can start with a clean slate so that when you go to sleep, your body can basically heal your face. Okay. So, like I said, this is how I store them. Okay. So I bent up a couple pieces in the process of not looking. Okay. But this is how they look. Just make sure they're all straightened out and there's no bubbles in it. This one I bent. It'll happen, you know. It's okay. It's okay to make some mistakes. I've been using this for a minute and I still, sometimes they stick together and there's no unsticking them. So when I was looking through for this tape, I found these. And I gotta tell you, these work really, really well. The only issue that I have with them is that I believe that because they're silicone, as you can see, it's literally a cushion. I feel like you don't get as much breathability. They get warm, okay? So I'm going to show you the one that I have here from the forehead, okay? And I gotta be honest, this is a little better than the other one, but the other one you can use because it's breathable. And this one should not be used 24/7 because this is literally like a plastic. So as you can see, you squeeze it real good into this area. I put these on in the night twice a week, once a week. You know, these are the ones for the lips, what I'll show you in a little while. But the other ones I use every day. Every now and then I'll use these for like an hour or two in the daytime. If I'm going somewhere, you can do that. But I choose to alternate my days. So you do what's best for your skin. We all don't have the best skin, you know, the same skin. I personally have never really had a problem in skin, you know, but here we go. I'm not going to talk while I do this so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. First, I usually do the bottom for some reason because that's where I got all my stuff. And these fit better, I gotta admit, but they're not breathable. And these don't bubble and come off like the other ones. So like I said, it's a preference. You know, you order what you want. I chose to order both. I alternate them between days just because I know I can't use the silicone ones all the time. But and I gotta be honest, this has been a game changer for me. You know, I see that these lines are a lot less visible. And see, this is how it looks. I know you look weird. I know your husband's gonna be like, what the hell's going on? Like, are you like an alien or what are you doing? I know the boyfriend is gonna think twice about probably marrying you. And when the mother hears about it, you know, she's gonna be like, what the hell's going on with your wife? But you know what? She might be asking you for your own beauty secrets, you know? So this is the part, you know, like I said, this is how the other one looks. And as you can see, I've been talking and it hasn't been bubbling. I believe this lasts a little longer. I use them until I see like lint on it and stuff like that, and then I remove them, you know, but that's it. So we're going to take these off and I'm going to show you the other ones that I've gotten that either I'm still using, haven't used. So I gotta be honest, I don't know which one I'm doing tonight. Every now and then I do take a break just because I want to let my skin breathe, and I use a little bit of retinol in its place. Sometimes I use retinol and I use this. Right now I'm using the 0.2%, which is the baby retinol, because I never really wanted to do that, but then I have used The Ordinary. One day I'll go through my beauty regime, the morning and the night, which is very simple. 1, 2, 3, you're done. Okay. There's no reason for all 18,000 products. I use like 3 or 4. That's it. You know? So then this is how I store it. Okay. So it's all there. Like I said, this is about, I don't know, look for the big cake scraper. Okay. This is to make wedding cakes. All right. And this is what I chose to put my things on. This is basically the same thing. This is for the lips. Over here, it's a little different. The shape is a little different. As you can see, the ones on the top I've already used. These I have not used yet, but as you can see, I'm not sure if I can take these out. These are supposed to be like half moons that go underneath your eyes, okay? So I have not used these yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, maybe, we'll see. And I have this one, which I used a couple of times, and I gotta be honest, I did not find this helpful. I wanted to keep it around just in case, I changed my mind, just in case I found it how to work it. But I gotta be honest, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay. And by the way, with those lines over here, when you take off the tape, and over here, you could see the deepening, you know, of your. So this basically, I don't know, goes in there somewhere. And I'm going to tell you, I know it's probably like looking crooked, but it should be a little lower, I think. I used it a couple times. I am a back sleeper. I do not sleep on my face. I try not to. Every now and then. I used to be a side sleeper. I stopped being a side sleeper. But when I put this on, I don't know what happens in the middle of the night. It wakes up under the bed. So I've decided that this really doesn't work for me. You know, I keep it around because maybe I'll just reuse it for my forehead, or I don't know, do something with it. But in the meantime, I got a couple of more things to show you, and we'll be done. And thank you. Listen, if you're here, I'm going to tell you right now, do this and you will remember me, okay? I also got these, okay, which are supposed to be, I don't think I'm going to use them like that. They're supposed to be one that goes from here to here, you know, to hold up your chin. Does it work? I don't know. I got them about a month ago, no, probably like a couple of weeks ago, and I gotta be honest, I have not used them. As you can see, they're still in the package. And then last but not least, I got these, which are very thin. They're not silicone. They're almost like a plastic. And I was quite disappointed when I see these, because I'm like, what is this? You know, and they're hard to remove, and they're not as soft and cushiony as the other ones. And I don't know, let me see. It seems like a plastic. Oh my word, what's going on here? Okay, there you go. All right, we're gonna try one on. I don't know these. I doubt these are reusable, but we're gonna try one on. Wow. Okay, so it's kind of weird. Maybe I got it too high. I don't know. Personally, I don't like them. I gotta be honest with you. It feels like you're literally peeling off Scott tape from your face. Okay. So, I don't know. I give these about a 0. Okay. I don't really think I'm going to be. These were one of the first I ordered because I thought I was ordering the silicone ones. But something tells me that unfortunately these will be trashed because this is literally like putting Scotch tape on your face. In the future, I may give you an update on this. The heart, I don't think it works. And forehead works. All these others work. Get yourself a place to store them. Get a baggie so you can keep everything clean. You know, keep your both sides. You know, usually if I travel, I just put this in a bag, cover it up, put new ones on it, get to my place. I got my fucking tape. All right. So listen up. I've seen a difference. I hope that you, if you have taped your face and you are still doing it, let me know if you've seen any benefits. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you so much. And listen, have a good night.